Morning, guys. Angel here with the swap with the 3.7 liter engine on a Type S. I'm just going to answer a couple questions. A lot of people's asking why I did this swap. First thing, I have a 2007 Acura TL Type S. Sadly, I did not replace my timing belt on time and it jumped time. So this is my 3.5 liter engine. Okay, it's nasty. A lot of oil leaks everywhere. So it bent the balls and no compression, so the repair can go between $600 and $800 if you replace everything and do brand new. So I went online to see what are the prices for another engine, and they go between $1,200 and $1,500. And the 3.7 goes for $1,500 and up. I found that engine, LKQ, they brought it here, they gave me 6 months of warranty, and I bought it for $1,500. What I decided to go is with the J37 Apple 4, A4, because it's the strongest engine when it comes to J series, okay? It comes from stock 305 horsepower because it's installed in the 2009 Acura TL all-wheel drive, okay? A lot of people telling me what else besides the computer, the harness, and the trying to get replaced. I did not replace none of those, okay? You cannot replace the computer. I specialize with car computers. That's what I do. That's my business over here in Florida. And for example, let's say this will be an engine computer for a 2009, okay? It's physically different. And the computer for an Acura TL will go like this. So it's completely different. So I did not swap nothing, okay? I'm gonna take you really fast, step by step, what I did. So when it comes to how much I spent, let's say that probably I spent between $2,200 and $2,500 in everything, because I decided to put new water pump, new everything, new seals, new timing belt. So I don't even want no leaks. I want my engine to go as smooth as possible. Okay, the first thing that I did swap, you need to change the cam, because this is the 3.7 liter. The 3.5, if you figure out here, the 3.7 has everything is closed because it's for the 3.7 computer. So I replaced the cam, I replaced the cam sensor with the space, okay? The sprocket on the bottom part where the crank sensor goes is physically the same, nothing changes. So you can use yours, or you can leave the 3.5, or you can use the 3.7. So it goes here, okay? The 3.7 liter does not have a crank sensor located on the bottom part, okay? So you will need to use your old crank sensor from the 3.5 in your harness, put it where it goes. You don't have to do nothing. Everything goes where it goes, because the 3.7 and the 3.5 in the exterior, they're physically the same. All the bolts go where in the same place. So you don't have to do nothing. Just put your crank sensor, put your cam sensor, put your cam back in, put your new timing belt. Recommend, if you're gonna do that, put a new water pump so you have no problems. Use everything original from Honda, okay? Recommend it. And that being said, you need to replace this water tube. It goes inside here because the 3.7 liter engine, this tube over here faces the transmission. So you want to put yours because this faces the firewall. So the hose goes over here and no problem done. So once you replace that, you need to replace this part over here. It's the one that goes attached to the tube, because your car, the 3.5 liter engine, does not uses this EGR, okay? Your car does not have this hose, so this hole over here where the EGR goes through. So you will need to replace it. So you just take out your 3.5, put it on the 3.7, everything bolts in, no problem, and that's it. So you're good to go, okay? The other thing you need to replace is the alternator base. It goes here, because the 3.7 liters base is different, but the holes, like I said, the holes and everything else goes perfectly. You just swap it, put yours in the 3.7, and that's it. This is the 3.5. This is the 3.7. You will need to change your oil pan. This is a 3.7 oil pan. This oil pan, if you see here, it has a hole because it has a tube that goes here. The 3.5 does not have this hole, but the oil pan is the same, physically the same. Just change it, swap it from your 3.5 to your new 3.7, that's it, okay. You will have to buy new cats, because this cat over here is the 3.5. They don't fit on the 3.7. That's the only thing that does not matches the car, because this exhaust is bigger, so you will have to get new downpipes, or you will have to get new headers so the car will work. Other thing you will need to replace is your power steering pump. The 3.7 does not have a power steering pump because it has an electronic rack and pinion. So you just take your 3.5 steering pump and put it over here, and that's it. Nothing else happens. Besides that, guys, you won't need to replace nothing else. Everything else goes perfectly, okay? Use your harness. You need to replace your harness. Sorry, I missed something. You will need to use your 3.7 coils on this engine, but you will need to cut the harness and weld it, because the 3.5 coils are larger. They don't fit over here. So you need to adapt this coil and this connection to your harness. Weld it. Do not peel it and put it in and just it. No, you need to weld it so you don't have any kind of resistance in the future. Beside that, but guys, nothing else changes. Everything is perfectly. It's a really smooth swap. You don't have to do a lot of things. You want to gain more horsepower. This is what I did when I had my 3.5. I eliminated my pipes. Okay, I just swapped them and put some tips on the bottom part. Straight pipes directly. I eliminate one of the resonators and no caps. You are gonna feel the difference. The car's gonna sound amazing. And like I said, it's a really, really easy swap. Just so you know, this is a 3.5 liter throttle body. Look how it goes inside the 3.7. Everything in this engine is big, so you're gonna feel the difference once the car pull. I'm gonna upload more videos later on, how the car did in the dyno, what's the time that in the racetrack. Hopefully everything's gonna fit well. Like I said, nothing else I changed. Stock tranny, stock ECU, stock harness, just the engine. And you will need just to replace your old parts with the new engine, and that's it. So you can leave some comments, ask questions. I'll be more than happy to answer the questions. And I don't know if I said it before, but I did change to a 3.7 J37A4 because it's the first engine that came with VTEC in intake and exhaust. So you're gonna feel the difference when you're riding your car. So be safe and let me know what you think about the video. Thank you.